Rolling Stone magazine has attacked me. The senior gaming editor at Rolling Stone, Cruz, has attacked me. He had to defend his Lady Gaga, his ethics in drunk, unemployed journalism, Alyssa Mercante today, who everybody got triggered because just the other day I practically called her out on her hypocrisy for saying that I used ChatGPT. And it got so bad and so pathetic for her that even Smash JT covered it. You can see here's a tweet where he said, Alyssa Mercante allegedly uses ChatGPT for Rolling Stone. We're going to talk about this because I think this was a pretty good gotcha. She got caught and her fans put her foot in her own mouth. But Cruz said, how profoundly effing stupid do you have to be to think that using an M- means ChatGPT actually illiterate? And I completely agree on that. I 110% agree. But real quick, Mr. Cruz, I have what's called a English degree, right? This is an English degree. And I got magna cum laude for it at A&M San Antonio. Magna cum laude. Look, read that. Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude, English degree, and I had teacher certification with it. So I'm not illiterate. I'm far from that. But what you just showed me today is that your journalist degree went to shits. There was some kind of like death threat on Smash JT on his Twitter account. Somebody said somebody needs to take care of Smash for good in real life, and she took it down. Now I'm blocked, so let's go ahead and open this up so you guys can see the actual tweet. She told me to please correct it because she told this guy to please take it down. She didn't want or support that talk here. And I actually gave her props. They want people to retract statements, but when it's time for them to retract, they still somehow try to find a way to twist it and blame it on the person who did nothing wrong. She's the one that says creators are responsible for their audiences, that if they're echoing and mirroring their talking points, they're responsible for that individual. So good on you for doing this. But I hope this showed you that you aren't responsible for your audience. Even though you told that guy to not put that stuff, you're not responsible for them. Just like we're not responsible for anything that you get your way. I don't condone harassment, threats. I disavow it. But it's not going to invalidate fair, honest criticism like this video just because you get it from people that watch me or watch Hypnotic or Smash or Tosi or... So she told me, please correct this with as much energy as you have. Spread false info. I told this person I didn't want, need, or support, blah, blah, blah. I said this, and I think this was an honest response. Very good. I said, thanks for addressing the tweet and getting it taken down. Honestly, this is the first time I've seen you publicly push back against a threat made towards your critics, and that's worth acknowledging. Is that not giving somebody props? That last time I checked, that's giving somebody some props. So that said, we can't spend our time trying to police the actions of people who aren't us. No one can control the internet, and trying to is a battle you're guaranteed to lose, which is facts. I'm not going to police you guys. You guys are all grown. You guys know right from wrong. If you get in trouble with the law, that's on you. It's not on me. So unless someone explicitly encourages bad behavior, blaming them for what anonymous strangers do is both unfair and baseless. And guess what? It's also borderline defamation to say that you're getting R-word threats or death threats just because of somebody. That's borderline defamation. We can go back and forth all day pointing fingers, asking each other to rein in people on our side, but that's not how any of this works, and we both know it. I could just as easily pull up threats, insults, and flat-out unhinged messages from people in your replies. I get them in my DMs and my email, and while I'm live, just the other day, someone literally sent me a video of their butthole, which is true. That's the kind of stuff we're dealing with, and honestly, the smartest move is not to react, which, yeah, the smartest move is to not react, Alyssa. If somebody's sending you threats, don't post about it. Don't screenshot it. Don't acknowledge it. That's what they want. As for my little friend, which is Smash, this is what I told her. He's a grown man making his own content. I'm not here to tell anyone what they can or can't say. Everyone has the right to speak their mind. Criticism is fair game, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's not fair. That set her off. That set her off. So here's where the good stuff gets. She put, you tagged him how many times to get his attention, retweeted his video, pushing false information, and you think this ChatGPT ass answer gives you the moral high ground. So she's the one that first said ChatGPT, right? Keep that in mind. Where's the same energy as when you were tattle tagging? Where's the, hey dude, actually we were wrong? So I was tattle tagging So you are saying that your audience did something wrong, right? That's an admission right there. So here's this person by the name of My Human Equation, and this is where they start to say that I use ChatGPT. They said this is a dead giveaway that he used ChatGPT, has a habit of doing this, and it tracks every time. So they're pointing out the M dashes. The M dashes that were in my thing. Very interesting. So I wrote back, go on, and showed this Rolling Stone article. All right, this Rolling Stone article, April 28th, 2025, from Alyssa Mercante herself. And weird. There's M dashes there. So, if I'm using ChatGPT according to Alyssa and to her followers, like My Human Equation, what does this mean? Somebody want to answer that? What does that mean? Does that mean she's using ChatGPT? Anyone? Anyone? Oh, I figured that. So, of course, Cruz went on his little tangent today. I'm not the one that said using an M dash means ChatGPT. Your writer for your gaming division, senior gaming editor, said it. Her followers said it. I'm just saying, hey, she wrote for your publication using M dashes. Does that mean she's using ChatGPT? So I wrote to him, hey there, Mr. Yo Cruz. Quick question, want to explain this one. Alyssa and her crew were so sure I used ChatGPT just because of how I write. But surprise! It's all over her writing too, so what's the difference? Are you finally admitting they were full of it? Because if you are, oof, big oof. That's a major yikes. She writes for your publication while throwing around accusations and defaming people for doing the exact same thing she does, right? So just to point it out, and guess what happened as a result of that? Mr. Christopher, blocked me. Blocked already. Weak. Thin skin. I said, ladies and gentlemen, meet Cruz, senior gaming editor at Rolling Stone, apparently allergic to accountability. I asked him a fair professional question after he personally attacked me, and what did he do? Passed the buck and ran for cover. Real leadership vibes, huh? If this is the kind of paper-thin skin running Rolling Stone's gaming division, it's no wonder that whole side of the brand is circling the drain. Good luck keeping it afloat when the editor-in-chief folds at the first sign of criticism. So typical, on brand. Guys, please go check out this banger video on Smash's second channel. Shout outs to Smash. And guys, if you're a fan of Smash, I'm the guy that dances with the McRib on his videos. So please subscribe. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. It's been a hot minute since I've talked Mercante, but she's been trying to get my attention all week. It's really cute. It's adorable. She's playing hard to get, honestly. And she showed me that she really loves me and that she wants my attention. So what better way to give it than to actually call out her using M dashes as well? So if I use ChatGPT, does she? Just something to think about. And she's telling people to please correct information and stuff. How about you correct the information, though? If an M dash doesn't mean that you use ChatGPT, but it means I did, because I have them. Because I have them in my writing, but you have them in yours too. It means I use ChatGPT, but you don't? How does that work? Again, is it because I'm just a right-wing chud? I think that's what it is. So, another failure. I've been catching her in it all week long. I mean, to the point where she's so triggered that she's posting clips of me from when I was drunk, looking at a thumbnail of her boobs, like it's a gotcha. Let me go ahead and pull that up there, because that's fucking hilarious each and every single time. I said, Alyssa Mercante's so salty, she dug up a tweet from a year ago, and the gotcha's what? A straight dude clicked a thumbnail of boobs, groundbreaking. You got me. Oh, you got me, right? So, she's against me this week. The other week she was against Cassie. She's always daydreaming against Smash. She was against Toasty for a little bit. Ryan Roger Thay. We already seen this song and dance, guys. She needs this interaction and this engagement for her book, okay? Her legacy right now is trying to get all of this stuff compiled so she could write this book about how she's some kind of big martyr in Gamergate and some kind of victim and that she powered through it all when it's all just bullshit. It's a trap. Don't fall for what she's trying to do, guys. She's been exposed time and time again. At this point, let's just point and laugh at her because that's all that's left. So, yeah, big shout outs to Chris Cruz at Rolling Stone, guys. Big shout outs.